Hi everybody, how you doing? Just realized I have that open. Oh, that mess open right there. I had a hell of a time getting my microphone to work. And come to find out on the top, there was a little button. So I had it way down. Whew. So I'd already promised you I'd be on yesterday. If I wasn't on today, y'all be mad. So listen, first of all, I want to thank everybody for all the questions. I have some hits, so I'm going to tell you in a minute. Second of all, I got this lovely candle. Take a look at this. And it smells good. But the card is signed from Diana and Teresa. And they said they can't wait till the next retreat. So Diana and Teresa, thank you very much, but there was no address. My sister filled out a card for it, but the address was the maker of this candle, which I told her, I don't think that's where we write a thank you. So email me at grindle9103@gmail.com. And I'd really like to have your address. The other thing is, I want you guys to pray for my friend Mark, who is under the weather, Mark Rhodes. And please pray for our president, who's being harassed, but he's going to be okay. And life is good. Oh, there was just a video release that Herschel Walker is paying people for votes. Oh, handing cash money so someone will vote for him. Yeah, it's not cool. Okay, so you guys sent me a lot of questions. I wanted to tell you first off, I want to get these cards because these are like my favorite lately. I go with the feel, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I see our guy, Andre just did Can Beto win? I go with Beto's going to win. Sorry, you guys, I just go with that. And I've had other psychics that don't believe that's the case. They think cheating will happen, but for some reason I see him win. Very close, but he wins. Okay, so we're going to go to our community. Now, first thing I want to tell you is that I definitely know that Mark Meadows and the DOJ there's something with Mark Meadows that he gave them information or he gave them enough information. That's what I'm feeling. And they're kind of leaving it alone as far as throwing him in jail because he's worked with them or there's something that he gave them and they promised that they wouldn't arrest him. I know it looks bad for Congress and I think Congress knows too, because, you shouldn't be able, oh, God forbid Hillary Clinton said no. God forbid. But this is going to work out in our favor. I just want you to know. Okay, and Mary wants to know if Ginny Thomas will ever get her just desserts. I'm going to throw on that. Will Ginny Thomas ever get her just desserts? I see her husband ill, and I feel like after he goes down, she can fight on the end of the right. I don't see them doing anything to her. I see hearings, and I see she'll be quite frowned upon. Do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like wearing the scarlet letter. It's like she's walking downtown. Shame, shame. She hurt herself, is what I'm hearing. We can't hope for ugly because although we would, she's so self-righteous. She's so into lying. It was interesting when she wrote Mark Meadows and says, I can't get a hold of the Rottweiler or whatever that woman's name is, the big, tall attorney. I was really trying to get a hold of her about, all the things she found. And Mark Meadows said, yeah, she's kind of out of the picture now or something like that. She was like, oh, really? So, she worried about that because she was all jumping on that bandwagon. Oh, yeah, the Rottweiler says this and that. the Kraken, we also call her. And it was all a lie, the whole thing. Okay. But you guys want to know if Jenny Thomas will ever get her just desserts. She's becoming a nobody, a nothing. And she's crossed with having to hold on to money. So there's something to do with money and Jenny Thomas. Ooh, on the battlefield, packing her stuff and leaving. Trump will never be back in. She looked at Trump as the guru, the man about town. Here's Biden behind this. So something's about, ooh, look at that. 5 of Cups, disappointment. Ooh. There's something with money that's going to be related to her. She's not well respected and she'll be considered a pariah. Like, keep her away from us because she's got a bad reputation. And, I don't see Justice Thomas. I'm feeling like, not necessarily die, but he's definitely going to have to come out of Supreme Court. Yeah, there's some ugly here. Okay. Okay, this is a good question, Mims. Will the January 6th commission hearings jolt people? Because they're sure talking like it will. Now, don't forget, a lot of the stuff we're talking about was in the impeachment hearing. And I thought it was excellent, but a lot of people didn't pay attention. And, Congress, or not, what is it? The congressional hearings, it's not something that is exciting. People like us will probably listen to every word, but I can see people drifting off, or it feels, but they're going to try to present it like a production, like a made-for-TV special. So this Friday, I think, I'm leaving, this Thursday, because I'm leaving for San Diego on Friday. Going to see my friend Chris Embowden. He started his new band, and their first appearance is down south. Tell me what I can tell. Ooh, we will find out as a country how many times we were stabbed in the back. Shock and awe? I would say so. Here's the tower. Shock and awe, and justice is before us. It will make a wish come true. So people will know the truth, okay? Oh my God, look at strength. It gives us strength. Now, it's not 100% right away, but it's like, give it a little time to digest. The main thing is that we're going to win come that November. Okay. I see that gas prices finally clearing up. It's like $7 a gallon here in Mendocino County. It's $9, but everybody's struggling. Every single country is struggling. And I don't know what happens, but some sort of agreement is made. I don't know why I got a hit Brazil. Does Brazil do gas for us? I got a hit on Brazil. I don't know if Brazil helps or Brazil does something. Okay. The gun laws, Deanne says, what about the gun laws? Will we be able to agree? We will be able to change the laws after November, or after January, when everybody's put in. So I see them just making it stretch. I see them thinking they're going to take, what was it? I just see them saying, oh yeah, when we get in there, we're gonna petition for Biden to be arrested. It's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of lawlessness. It's not for real. Mark my words, the gun laws will change, but it's coming. And I even see people try to go to the Supreme Court to reverse what we're saying. It's going to happen, but it does feel like it's going to take, and there's going to be more drama, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not necessarily seeing school children, but I'm seeing, we just had another one. They were just talking about it on the news. A person died and a bunch of people injured. I can't remember where it was. It wasn't the Wisconsin one. It's another one. It's just like you can't go anywhere without worrying. And then, they want to pack guns on teachers, and what the hell is that? And have them bulletproof vests. It's terrible. So anyway, Okay. So Oz did win. Thank you, Anna. Oz did win, but barely. And I will tell you, I always see Oz losing. So he will not win. Actually, I told you guys a while ago, it's better for Fetterman to run against him because he's going to lose big time. Tell me if Fetterman will win as senator. And you know, he said he doesn't belong to the Turkish political realm. There's pictures of him voting, so I don't get. I mean, they're all liars. It's a shame. Oh, they're going to do some sort of debate. And I see Fetterman really kind of laying into him. Oh, but remind me to watch that debate because I think it'll be good. But Trump doesn't want to do any debates. Of course not. Car, lady, building, blah, blah. You know how he had to do that. Insurrection, insurrection, insurrection. So, tell me if Fetterman is going to win. Absolutely 100% guaranteed. Okay, so I got that card. Tell me what happens with Oz. What happens with Oz? What's the outcome for Oz? Yeah. So it's something's coming out on him that's going to tie him up and make him kind of struggle even more than Fetterman does. He has money, but so funny. He lives in New Jersey and he's running for Philadelphia. Okay. Oh, Betty said many seniors, especially women, are living in their cars. Many others are living in poverty. Will something be done about this problem? And absolutely, yes, Betty. I heard a yes. I heard my guides talk in my right ear. Because we don't take care of our elderly. You know, in Germany, when you retire, you got fat, you got a good place to live, you got people taking care of you. They don't do that here. We don't respect our elders. There's a lot of people that do, though. I read a lot of people that take care of their parents. Okay, so what do you want to tell me? It feels like when Biden gets back on for term 2, there's a lot like more money's coming in with Social Security. And I see like they're really going to start paying people to help take care of the elderly, community living for the elderly. It looks good. But the main thing is they're going to pay for the people that help take care of them too. You know, in a lot of these elderly people, I'm seeing mental disease or maybe Alzheimer's or something, but I'm feeling they struggle. So it's almost like you're taking them out of the car and you're bathing them and giving them health care and making them okay, giving them a place to live. Thank you, D Turk. So this is a good one. Garoob said, with the ice caps melting and diluting the ocean water, does desalination of ocean water for human use now seem like a very bad idea overall? So this is as prophesized. This was something that's happening. We're going through the shift. There's much to go on with flooding, and I'm telling you, it's not going to be like overnight, but I feel a lot of switching out, a lot of, and I don't want to frighten you, but let's just say there's the shifting. It's a polar shift. It's happened before, okay? Also, I just was reading that in 1700, in January of 1700, there was an earthquake, a 9 point something up near Canada and Washington. that caused a tsunami that was profound, changed the look of the earth, of the United States too. It went and pretty near destroyed Japan. So I'm talking huge tsunami, 1700s. That is not, there's another good sized earthquake coming, but I do see good sized tsunamis. I'm so sorry, but I do see it. Not necessarily the United States, more towards Japan. Poor Japan is going through some junk. Okay. Now, the guy that is complaining out loud that just got arrested, yeah, they're not going to arrest Mark Meadows, but he's giving them something. And it's under the table and it's amongst themselves. And he can't be known by Trump that he gave them this, but he's given them something. Trust me. So who's the guy that just got, I want to say Stone, but it wasn't Stone. Navarro. Let's look at him. What's the outcome with him? He was so put out. Oh, he can go up. You know, this is what they were saying. The Department of Justice can do what they did with Meadows and that other guy, but they can't with Navarro and Bannon because they've publicly said junk that makes no sense that they're just going to slap him. Because I'll tell you who's next is Bannon. So what happens at the end of the day with Navarro? He was like, and they could have just called me down there. No, they wanted to make a spectacle out of him. Ooh, he's the hangman. So in the old days he would have been hung, but this is like, it's not going to be easy for him at all. He may even serve some time, a year or so. Bannon's in trouble too. It's going to get where America is tired of all the junk and all the talking. And the longer that Trump didn't go back in office, and let me tell you, his rallies are decreasing. He's not, and when he goes up there and talks, he complains like he does, but he has no program going. He has nothing. Oh, that Ted Cruz, let's talk about our president and this and that and Biden's administration. But does he give any kind of idea about what he would do differently? No. Nothing. I think our Biden is more beloved than you know. Okay, so I get that, definitely. David Hogue is growing up into a wonderful young man. What is his future? I see him. Oh, whoa. He's a prophecy. He decided to come here in this time. It's raining outside, you guys. I just love the rain. So what does this mean? I'm almost feeling maybe in another 10 years or so, he'll hop on board to something in Congress or the Senate. He'll hop on board. So the earth is still standing 10 years from now. Roger wants to know, maybe you can answer the question on the California drought. I felt my guides have been very clear about this because I worry about it and worry about all those, all the water just disappearing, even though we had a lot of snow and rain. They're telling me it's slowly but surely regaining its strength. So we will be fully liquidated probably in a couple of years. Not right now, and this winter is going to be tough. There's going to be a lot of flooding. I just heard that. Okay, so, but it's going to take a couple of years to build it back up. Okay. You know what I want to know, you guys? It might be in here. I want to know about Jared. They are looking at him for this thing he did with Saudi Arabia. And he's running a fund in his name. He's the owner, and he's got all this money. And even Saudi Arabia didn't want to give him the money, but the prince overrode him. He gave them the keys to that gentleman that was cut up. I can't, for some reason, I can't see his name. Kasashi, anyway, sorry about the mispronunciation, but remember his little sweet spirit. He told me that he had made the decision to do this. And he made an impact, even though they're acting like it's a nothing burger. He made an impact. Tell me about. I always saw Jared going to jail. If you guys remember from the beginning, I saw Jared and I saw Don Jr. I never saw Trump going. So he comes up with the 10 of swords and the world will be against him. They are, I heard that they were being treated bad wherever they moved, him and his wife. But people, it's going to be quite surprising to them. He's got the tower. He's trying to put the money in different places. It's a struggle. I feel like there'll be some jail time for something he did against the United States of America, or working on behalf, or making money in the White House as a nobody who couldn't even get a security clearance. I mean, he was over there during the insurrection. So, and his father was behind it. His father was talking to him. You need to do this and you need to do that. A leopard never loses its spots. They're kind of like, it's really weird. They have all this money, but they're like lowlifes, They will sell out anybody to get what they want. He's got justice. And I'll tell you, within 5 to 6 years, I think they might take that money back, because I'm feeling like he's going to be fined through the hilt, which is the worst thing you can do to a Trump. Yeah, Mark Meadows, Lori, I just answered that. Mark Meadows is cooperating, but it's under the table because they don't want Trump to know. Okay, so Josh Shapiro and Doug Mastrononi, or whatever his name is. We used to have a fireman named Master Antonio. It's really raining out there. I love it. When I was young, I used to like to go out in the rain with the wind on my nightgown. We always wore nightgowns, and dance to the Exodus. I used to dance to God, kicking and twirling. I'm sure anybody who saw me over the fence thought somebody needs to call 911. Josh Shapiro or Doug? Will Josh win? And this is the Pennsylvania race, but what is it for? Is it for governor? Governor. Well, let's just ask if Josh will win. If his cards are bad, we know he won't. Will Josh win against Doug? Yes or no? Victorious, being on the chariot, absolutely. Ace of Pentacles, being given the highest honor. Wow, that's good news. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling something's coming up on the repubes. I don't know if it's this TV thing we're made for TV special, but something is getting ready to happen that a lot of people are scrambling. Will South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster, a Republican, be reelected over Democrat Joe Cunningham in the November election? South Carolina. Henry McMaster. Will he be reelected? Henry McMaster. He feels very confident as far as yes. But let's double check with the realm here. Henry McMaster. Yes, it feels like he's got a lot of people in his pocket. This is kind of victorious, you guys. I'm sorry. I feel like he'll win because there's a lot of people in South Carolina that, just like that Lindsey Graham. Is Lindsey Graham in trouble for dipping into the Georgia race? Is Lindsey Graham in trouble? Is Lindsey Graham in trouble for dipping into the, here's the news. Here's a female energy giving him support. Is Lindsey Graham in trouble? And here's him walking away in shame. I would say he's in trouble. I would say he's in trouble, and he's going to have to spend a lot of money to take care of himself. I would say he's in trouble. Well, you know, what goes around comes around. Just desserts is coming upon him. You know, we can't wish for it as much as we like. Remember I told you guys got mad? I said, you know, my guide said, get off the Trump train. We can't keep going in circles on it and thinking that SOB. If you think about it, we were traumatized all those years of this cray-cray, and everything was a hoax, and he was always on Twitter angry at everybody. It was so hard to digest. And now we finally got somebody. That Yang is talking trash about our president right now. Like, oh, well, you know, well, he's not doing, yeah, he is. You know, if you had a choice between such and such without Biden, I said, no, Biden. I don't know what happened to Andrew Yang. My son was for Andrew Yang, but not anymore. He's showing his cray-cray. Let's take a look at Elon Musk. Speaking of cray-cray, I told you guys he wasn't going to get Twitter. He's not going to get Twitter. Okay? Mark my words. Elon Musk he's finagling money. And can I tell you, he's having a hard time. He either emotionally or physically. So he doesn't look, he's struggling. Elon Musk is not a happy camper, and he blames everybody else. You know, he's like I like to call it, Asperger's. Asperger's. He's got Asperger's. It's all about him. But he really loves his space thing. I see him concentrating, but he just laid off a bunch of people with his electric car, Tesla. And let me tell you, there's a lot of, in fact, the president talked about it. Ford and Chevrolet are putting millions of dollars into making electric cars, and that people can afford. And I think they're giving them a bunch of money. And he said, good union jobs. They just, hired a whole bunch of people. So yeah, we're going to have plenty of electric cars. I think maybe more so, see, because they have to keep up with it. There's a lot of people can't live in an apartment and have an electric car. So it feels like, you know, maybe like the car I have, it's electric and gas, you know, maybe more of those. But Equus says, will the grain the RU stole be returned? No. Will Finland and Sweden be granted RU and NATO status in spite of Turkey's objection? Yes, absolutely yes. I read on that before. If Putin passes, and by the way, he's still alive, I'm sorry about, we'll take a quick look, see. And president of China is incapacitated, will this leave a power vacuum in both Russia and China for the better? Let me look at Putin first. Oh, Putin is not well. I even feel like the color of his skin is more yellow. I think there's a body double trying to make appearances for him. You know, he no sooner announced he's not sick, and then there's some people in the United States said, you know, he was here in April. He was in the United States talking to some top people on a very bad cancer that he has, a terminal cancer that he has. He has cancer, I'm telling you right now. I see him getting really weak, and I'm almost feeling even before he dies that people will take over. Like, remember I saw people saying, enough, we're done with you? November. Don't ask me why. God, I can't believe he can live till November. Or he's dead by then and there's a new regime in November. Russia will eventually be our friend. Russia will come together. Russian people are very tough. And they're really tired of that war right now. Okay, so who was the other one I was going to look at? The president of, he's not well either. Holy cow. He's not well either. I see him trying to get somebody in there that'll keep things status quo, but I see people up in arms, just like in Russia. I see people saying, no, we don't want the same thing, different day. We want this. So it feels like, he made people, locked them up too strongly. I don't know what's happening, and their economy is really suffering right now. So yeah, he's out. They're all out. November is very strong, I think, for Putin. If we go into one source after transitioning, I don't watch Cash, so I don't know what this is about. Okay. Oh, somebody asked about one source. Yeah. See, the thing is that it's all over there. It's a source, but it's 7 levels because not everybody can cross over and be in the highest level. You have to work your way up. Some people come in 3 or 4. And remember that time I went to see my deceased girlfriend who'd been dead 50 years. And I was looking for her. In the old days, she used to tell me where she was because I would forget where she was buried. And this time I heard a man say, she has transcended. She is transcended. So people transcend in the higher and higher realms. Some can take bodies right away. You can be on level 3 or 4 and take a new body, make a new agreement. Patricia, I don't see Taiwan being invaded. I read a lovely woman the other day from Taiwan. I'm not seeing it. I see that guy that's in charge of China getting sick and trouble, turmoil within China. Okay, so Wendy said, why hasn't Navarro been charged? But it says a day ago, but he was charged, sweetie. He went to jail. And they shouldn't have done it that way. They should have just come to get me. He was on shows. It's like stupid is and stupid does, because he just talked about what they did. He admitted it. And Bannon is next. And Roger Stone is in trouble too. Oh, this is a good one. Tanya. Is Giuliani telling all the 611 committee? I remember him making a statement he had insurance during an interview with a reporter questioning him about the Trump turning on him the way he did. I just heard a yes, but let's double check. Ooh, I just heard a yes, you guys. Yeah, he's handing them the goods. Ho, ho, ho. He's handing them the goods to save himself. He doesn't want to go to jail. He's handing, and may I say, I almost feel like the Trump people are trying to offer him some money because they fear what he knows. But I see he worked with them. It just, when he gets an audience, he can't help it. And they were listening closer as he's talking. But I got to tell you, read that book, Peril, Woodward. I'm telling you, it was Giuliani that fed Trump all that bull. I've got 1,000 in my possession right now, 1,000 people who voted who are dead. And that was a lie. That wasn't true. They asked to see it and he made up some excuse. Okay, there's a missing San Antonio girl. Afghanistan, little 4-year-old girl, her hair in San Antonio since 2021. What did she say her name? A little Afghan, her name is Lena Angel. Lena Angel. Oh, I don't think she's alive. I don't think she's alive. I'm so sorry. She's in heaven, she's a bright angel over there. I just see people gnawing at themselves. It feels like something that maybe somebody should have paid more attention. I don't even know if it's a stranger. It feels like someone she trusted. But I see two people and I see her in the water. So she might have been put something or she's in the water. That's what I'm getting. But she's in spirit. That's what I got. Remember that time when you guys asked about Gabby? I didn't know who she was. And then I just heard right away, oh, she's dead. He killed her. He choked her to death. You can't break that bone in there by strangulation with something. It has to be by the hands. Oh, I started watching this new show on Showtime with my guy, Mr. Darcy, Colin Firth. Oh my God, it's hard to watch because he's aged so much. So have I. But it's like him and I have the same birthday. So it's like Darcy, because they really, well, they really making him look bad. Anyway. Okay. Michelle, I'm feeling the earthquake that I was feeling. There's some coming. I could feel it here too. There was a 4 point. My ears were ringing. A 4-pointer happened over in Solano County, I think. I'm not picking up Petaluma, but I'm picking up more north, Mendocino, that area. And I'm picking up middle of California, and I'm picking up lower, like south. So funny, Annie, you mentioned about Alec Baldwin, because I was just talking about him to someone wondering how the heck he's doing. Let's check it out. I know he got sued, which you can expect it. Apparently, he hired, like, the girl that put the bullet in there was like a 23-year-old, and he didn't hire competent people, so they're blaming him. Tell me what I can tell her. How is Alec doing? He's staying under the realm. He's going to pay out people. He's still really sick about this. He really is sick about this. He will change the way he does things. And he does have another chance to be able to, just like, what is his name? Just went blanking. He was all Pirates of the Caribbean. Why am I going blank on his name? Captain Sparrow has a new beginning, even though all this stuff happened. So, and I'm feeling the same with Alec. It could be a couple of years, but he's staying under the radar. That's what I got on him. Will we ever find out exactly what happened to Marilyn Monroe? Well, Patricia, there's a book. Well, no, not that. I'll tell you. I felt this before. I don't feel it was suicide. I felt she was murdered. And the housekeeper's son said that they found her in the pool, wherever the pool lounge was. And she was really like looking bad and she was totally doped up. And I think they gave her, I think she was murdered. That's what I've gotten. She doesn't like to be bothered over there. A lot of people want to talk to movie stars, but she's not one that's particularly into it. But I feel like she paid a price for something. She was threatening to reveal stuff on the president. So she got whacked. It's very sad, but she got whacked. I see Peter Navarro, Kathy, spending time in jail. I do see him spending time in jail. Okay, earthquakes. I just talked about that. I think Putin, Carmen has a double, but I don't see them keeping it up like the North Korean guy can. Because I've often felt he was on life support or he's dead and someone else came in on his place and the sister's running the country. Okay. Candy sent me this. Hi, Linda. In July of 2021, a young female and her dog were brutally murdered at Piedmont Park in Atlanta, Georgia, they murdered the dog too. Oh, with no one to apprehend to date. This has many in the community rattled. Can the case be solved? And was this perhaps someone the girl may have known? Well, I'm going to tell you, Candy, I took a look at her picture and I feel she had no clue who these people, there's two. It feels like a good battering. It just feels bad. Oh my God. And it feels like they came upon her and killed her and then took off. Hold on. She didn't know them. I don't know what kind of work she did, but I feel like someone wanted her snuffed. So maybe it was murder for hire because they specifically looked for her and knew she'd be walking that dog. That is so weird. What's her name again? You didn't put down her name. I think you wrote it in the email, which I won't be able to find right now. I can see she has dark hair. They came upon her. It was out of the blue. Boom. She was dead. It wasn't a long killing. It was quick. I don't even know if she could make a peep, but it feels like someone knew where she would be, what she was doing. And I almost feel it was someone she worked with. Someone was mad at her. This will come out. Yes. Yes. She's telling me justice will be served. When she went into spiritual realm, she was holding that dog. That is beautiful. Okay, so I want you to know it will be solved. It could be not towards the end of the year. Deborah wants to know, will Republicans start calling out their elected leadership for continuing this ridiculous talking point about guns, about mental health? They will make this stretch out. I told you that. They're going to act like they're in committee and all that. They think they're going to take over in November. Holy cow, when they don't, when they lose, they got no choice. Remember that feeling I had about when McCain came out and he went like that with getting rid of Obamacare? Pence was walking through the door. He turned around. The look on McConnell's face, that's the look I see with these. They think they got it in a bag. They don't. I don't want you to worry, even with all the poll workers and we got all these DAs and all these attorneys. They're lying. They don't. There are some, but it's not all these, because there's a lot of people don't want to lose their license because this is a crime what they're doing. So I see us. I mean, it's technically not a crime, but you see what I'm saying. I see us with just as much with the Secretary of States with each state working with us. Do any Trump supporters have pocket pardons? My answer to that is no. Will Ron DeSantis lose 2022 for governor? Ron DeSatan lose 2020. He's pissing everybody off. He's pulling money from the handicapped Olympics because he was mad at them for requiring the injection. I mean, hello. He's pulling money. Some parts. He's pulling money for the baseball teams, Disneyland. He told those young boys off for wearing a mask. He's a nothing burger. He thinks he's all that cup of tea. He thinks he can bully his way into winning again. He'd be stupid enough to talk about succession to move Florida out of the United States, but it won't work. He could go to jail for that. Is Ron DeSantis, give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Is Ron DeSantis going to win as governor in 2022? I just heard no. Thank you very much. So, okay, so he's got good cards starting off, okay? But something's going to be found out about him. He might be stealing money. He's the full reversed. God is standing here saying, nope, nope. Justice comes and the tower. So is it tower because we're shocked that he won, or is it the tower because we're shocked that he lost? That's the key question here. Hold on, I'm going to throw my $500 pendulum with my beautiful crystals. So I got so many questions, you guys. I can even come back and do another video maybe tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Angel of Light and Mercy. What is the answer for yes? It's a circle. What is the answer for no? It's back and forth. Will Ron DeSantis win as governor of the election of 2022 in Florida? Will Ron DeSantis win as governor? Oh, it's saying no. It's saying no. It's clear as day. Thank you. Thank you. You better be right, or you'll be in the garbage bin. So, and listen, you guys, I'll probably do a live the next time, maybe tomorrow night. Tonight I gotta watch the Warriors. Oh, I asked if the Warriors were gonna win. It said yes. Sorry. But you know I can't read on my own teams because I always get it wrong. Boston did real good. We were way ahead and they came back and they whipped our behind. But I'll never forget being in Oklahoma when the Warriors were in the playoffs with Oklahoma. I don't know if it was the actual NBA championship, but we were down in the bar area. They made the best egg dumplings. It was delish. So anyway, we were down in the bar area and all these big Oklahomas with the hat. And they had already won like 3 games. And it was like, yeah, we got this. This is the end. We got this. And they sit down. Of course, you don't argue. You don't say anything. You don't even go yay for the Warriors. So Warriors won. I was like, whoa, okay, at least we won one. The next game, they won again. They won again and they won again. And they took the playoffs. So even when they were behind by 3 games, they did it. So that was exciting. That was really exciting. Okay. So Lynn, this will be my last question. Lynn wants to know about the American prisoners being held in Russia. Paul Whelan and Brittany Griner. Will they be let out? You know, I don't know why, but I see Putin even thinking, well, you know, Biden won't win again. So he's never going to get his guy back in there. Here's an offer. We're going to make an offer to him in about 3 months' time, maybe around Christmas. They might be home before Christmas or March at the latest. But this is some sort of a marriage, a contract, something. We might give them something in exchange. Okay, you guys? All right. So I got to post this for you all. I've been promising till forever. And don't forget to pray for Mark. I'm going to read him in a minute. He's struggling. And by the way, Mel, I won't be on with Mel tomorrow because he's having cataract surgery. So pray for him too. Okay? I'll talk to you all later. Cheers.